4 seconds after the show finished recording yesterday, Dez Bryant officially signed a 1-year contract with the New Orleans Saints. Now, on the show, we kind of talked about the implications to a degree, and Jason mentioned that he's probably going to sign. So, Dez Bryant, Mike, how do you look at him?
Sure.
On the show, we said
fantasy?
Yeah, for fantasy, and then people really want to know, does it impact Michael Thomas, Ben Watson? Maybe it impacts Ben Watson a little bit.
Yeah, Ben Watson is the bigger impact, I think, over the season. That could happen because Dez Bryant is a touchdown machine. The interesting news that came out this morning, Cam Meredith, wide receiver for the Saints, he is going on IR with it because they're going to have to scope out his knee. This is why they signed Dez. But that's a bigger deal to me. Now that like the depth chart has to sort itself out through injury, Dez is a starter. In 3 wide, Dez will be out there. And if they're putting Dez Bryant in the slot, I mean, this is what we have wanted for this entire offseason was, will Dez relinquish the fact and say, okay, maybe I'm not an elite outside presence anymore, but I could be a giant man in the slot against a mismatch, against the more inferior corner, usually the smaller corner.
Maybe he becomes what Jimmy Graham was.
Yes, and I think that I don't want to overstate this, though, for fantasy purposes. I'm not super excited about that. He's a wide receiver 3. He will have touchdown upside every single week, but I think of him more as a 40-yard guy, 40 to 50 yards.
With a touchdown chance.
With touchdown chance. So, yes,
like a nice tight end.
Yes, you can throw him in your flex, and hopefully you get the touchdown that week. But I'm not projecting him to become an every week, oh, I've got to start him as a wide receiver too. I think that Traquan Smith is still the other outside guy. I don't think they're going to move away from the youth.
That's the question I had, though, because if you were to categorize Traquan Smith right now, he would be categorized as a wide receiver 3 candidate.
Yes.
So do you prefer Traquan because he's the outside guy, or are you looking at Dez and Traquan in the same, like?
They're about the same tier for me. I think that the upside for Smith is higher because he will give you the big playability.
It really depends on what Dez has left.
Yeah. And how he's utilized, but I would still order them Michael Thomas, Traquan Smith, and Dez Bryant.
Yes, as would I.
So, don't go nuts over Dez Bryant. What I would do, personally, because I do not believe Dez Bryant, maybe Dez Bryant over the course of the season takes a touchdown that would have gone to Michael Thomas away. Maybe he keeps the chains moving a couple plays and gets
extra scoring opportunities.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's a wash. But I would go make a somewhat cheap offer in every league for Michael Thomas, because some owners, I've seen this on Twitter, I've seen this as questions are coming into me, they just think Michael Thomas is done. They think Dez Bryant is coming in, and now Michael Thomas is no longer the one, which is
because
wrong.
of the name of Dez Bryant.
Exactly.
Like, people that don't listen to this show might think that.
Yes, and so I'm telling you, if you're out there, go make a cheap offer for Michael Thomas. See if that
Brooks might think that.
See if that owner is tilting. If that owner is tilting, and you can steal a Michael Thomas, congratulations.
Michael Thomas.
Congratulations, you made it to me. Click the subscribe button and see more of me.